A lot of bridges in Pittsburgh. Oh my God. Whoa. Something just happened to my back. Out of nowhere. Wow. Holy shit. What the fuck happened? Being immobilized on a bridge. Whoa. Weird. Come on, dude. Jesus fuck. I'm up and out. I'm gonna go to the Warhol Museum if I can walk. Holy shit. Just happened to my back out of nowhere. Whew. This is an old style bridge. It seems like there's like 100 bridges in Pittsburgh. Jesus Christ. It's getting a little warm too. There's a stadium. They play baseball there, I assume. Wow, there's a new style of, I already stretched this morning. There's a stretched and I ran 4 miles. And trying to get back on track. Like I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fucking bridges from where I'm standing. A lot of options to get over the water here. Went to a movie last night. I saw Persepolis, old animated film about growing up in Iran, and prescient and relevant to what's happening in this country, if you want to look at it that way. We're all these sort of comedy warriors who are so concerned about what they can and can't say because they might offend people who have in their eyes lesser stature than they and shouldn't be so easily triggered. That's the big fight, right? Meanwhile, half the fucking state legislatures in this stupid country have been radicalized by fucking right-wing Christian fascists, and their kids are being forced to take lessons in the fucking horrors of communism in Florida, which is just laying the groundwork for when they can call all the woke people commies and objectification begins and the big push becomes final when President DeSantis enacts it all. But no, the big problem is why can't I say whatever I want to, whoever I want to? Maybe they should shut up. Maybe they should shut up. Fuck them. It's okay though. You'll be all right. Keep your head down. Yeah, I just walked by some bigger arena where I got to see Chelsea Handlers playing, and they got me up on the mountain, up on the weird haunted hill. I think this is right over here. Whoa, what's happening? Can't see my screen. Got all dark. Pittsburgh's been good. I went to some sort of Thai restaurant last night. I like this city. It's definitely a place that seems to be... This is where it's going to be interesting when the great climate change-driven migration of every liberal in the world forces them to move to every red state where there's water. Yeah, the future is exciting. when everything west of New Mexico becomes a fucking desert. Oh, here it is. Do I want to deal with this? I don't even like fucking Andy Warhol that much. It's like enough already. There's no artist more fucking tired than Andy Warhol. Even he seemed tired when he talked to people. Well, I don't know how has that happened. Alright, fuck it. Put on my regular glasses. Wonder why I'm sweating. Could it be drinking hot Dunkin' Donuts coffee on an 80-degree day? Could that be it? Andy Warhol is one of the most overrated artists ever. And this is a monument to him. But I think he'd appreciate that. I think that's all he was gunning for, was to be the most overrated artist ever. That's the big joke on us. Hi. What's that? Okay. Thank you. Is that a joke? Is that where it ended? Oh, it's cool in here. Ah. I guess that's the couch. Gotta sit down for a minute after my big walk. I just realized before I came over here, I've been invited here by the people that run the place, that I'm as annoyed as I am reverential to this fucking guy. What was really interesting was, I think, his early advertising work, his early illustrative work, and all that shit he did with gold leaf and stuff. Once he figured out how to silkscreen shit, the jig was up. If that couch could talk, it'd scream, yeah. Just be like, Lou, get off of me. Lou, oh, don't fuck on me again. How many people are gonna fuck on me today? I think I'm gonna talk to Zahn, yeah. I should do this. I have a business call at 12:30 with FX. Yeah, the plan is to go to Jerry's record today. Jerry's Records, but I don't know, man. I don't know what I need, and it's like, it looks massive, and I'll get immediately exhausted. I'll go through 3 bins. Black Keys are alright. I mean, I like the one album they made over and over again. I can't tell what music is playing. Who did I just talk to that was part of this whole crew? I'm all hip to this silk screen. Just relax, take a joke. The Attic is better than Jerry's? Yeah, but I mean, is it... I don't want to go where there's just a bunch of new fucking records that I can get anywhere. I have Neil Young Reactor. Yeah. What do I have cooking with FX? Anybody who listens to me knows what's going on with FX. I can't, just... I don't understand what I gotta do. Debbie Harry would be so great. I don't think so. I met her once. She was snotty. I don't really give a shit. I don't know how great she would be. Musicians are hit or miss. Yeah, Patti Smith was trying to be with everybody. I understand that, but so what? I just saw a record over at the farmer's market. Some Jewish guy, some guy with a yarmulke selling 2 boxes of records. He had the Charlie Watts swing record. I didn't get it. I don't want to schlep it around. Just to have it. Marantz versus McIntosh. I don't know. I mean, one is solid state, one is tubes. There's no real comparing them. I just have one because I have one. I mean, the price difference is insanity. Marantz is an old specific sound from the 70s and 80s, I guess. Or maybe just the 70s. It's a solid state. There's like a lot of headroom. It's a pretty great sound, but it's a very specific thing. I did get to work with Zahn McLaren, yes. I would interview Schnabel, yeah, out of all of them. I've seen everything. I've been to Warhol retrospectives. I've researched the guy. There's no, I'm not confused, it's not that I don't. You're making this comparison to Patrick Stewart and Shakespeare. I get Warhol. I don't get Shakespeare. I haven't interviewed Willie Nelson. He's not a great interview. He doesn't really talk. It's not, I've had the opportunity, but I have not really taken it once or twice. I can't wrestle with somebody who really doesn't want to talk that much. I don't go to the Comedy Cellar anymore. Yeah, I'd interview Chuck D. I don't get migraines. What time is it? 1:48. I haven't watched Russian Doll. I've interviewed the Beastie Boys. Why don't you pull it together? WTFpod.com/podcast. I met Alejandro. I guess I'll get to Alejandro Escovedo at some point. I'm not going to interview Duran Duran. WTFpod.com/podcast is where you can find out who I've interviewed. Wayne Kramer, I've talked to him. WTFpod.com/podcast is where you can get that information. What was the fallout with Dean? It happens. You know what I mean? When the foundation of a friendship is questioned because of someone else's ambition, it becomes problematic. Britt Daniels, I've interviewed. WTFpod.com/podcast. Stop with this. Just go look. It's fucking annoying. I'd love to play Kane's Ballroom. It's kind of big. I don't know. We'll see. What time is it? Yeah, I'm going to talk to FX about a television project today. Wait, you have a podcast? That's hilarious. It's so funny. I'm gonna exclude you from the rest of this. No, it's funny. I don't like having a posse to travel with. It's so great traveling alone and, waking up alone in a city and not having to deal with anyone's, seeping personality or, have to deal with the kind of symbiotic nature of codependency on the road. It's like, I don't know if you haven't figured this out about me. I don't love hanging out with tons of people. There's very few people I like to really hang out with, I like people for an hour or two, but being on the road alone gives me ample opportunity to be in my own space, in my own mind, in my own creativity, and have my own sort of engagement with the world. I got into this fucking business so I wouldn't have to answer to anybody, so this is the purest example of answering to oneself, is being out in this. Sometimes it's scary. But if you have an issue with sort of, boundaries or whatever, or they're a little bit, you have a kind of compulsive, I don't know if it's caretaking or sort of codependent or kind of, I don't know how you would, it's just like it immediately can become draining. But, what about Judd Apatow? I've interviewed Judd Apatow like 3 times. Shut up. Or is he here? Is he here? No. Codependence is overrated. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Judd's here? What's he doing here? Doesn't he have things to do? I'm at the Andy Warhol Museum in Pittsburgh. Judd, did you see I was quoted in the New York Times piece on George Carlin? I wonder if I'm in the new Carlin doc, which every other comic is in. Oh, I'm not. Weird. How did that happen? I'm right down the street. We text and email occasionally. But I guess every other comic's opinion of George Carlin was more important, or they probably have more to say, but the guy at the New York Times thought that I'd be a good reference point to talk about Carlin. But I understand, man. I don't have the juice. Maybe I don't have the juice. It's okay, man. I gotta watch the doc. Yeah, as far as like the asking about a Judd Apatow movie and me being in them, I don't know. I get the distinct sense that, I'm a tough cast. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I need more juice. Gotta get more juice so I can play the big room. Yeah, I think it's time to go look around the museum. I'm just trying to finish my coffee. I did see Gerard Carmichael's new HBO special. I thought it was a good hook. The I'm gay hook. You can really only use it once, though. It was good. It was intimate. It was casual. You know, I appreciate what he was doing. But the last third or so could have went differently, I think. Yeah, I think Warhol is from Pittsburgh. It's not a different kind of comedy. I mean, I've been doing that kind of comedy for a long time. It's not really performance art either. It's just, it's sort of an intimate self-talking about self approach to comedy. It doesn't need to be categorized in any other way. The jokes that were in there, a couple of them were tremendous. But, you know, it's presented as comedy, so it's comedy. I mean, who the fuck decides that shit? I mean, you're going to say, like, Maria Bamford's not comedy? Or are you going to say that, you know, like Spalding Gray wasn't comedy? But it's like, if someone presents as comedy, then it's comedy. I did see the Velvet Underground doc. I thought it was great because I thought that, you know, establishing the Velvet Underground in and among the sort of avant-garde in New York, that I thought it really explained the John Cale-Lou Reed relationship in a way that puts it into a historical context and the art of it. So I thought it was great for that. All right, so should we go do the museum? I don't know where the Velvet Underground doc is. Is it on Amazon Prime or something? Yeah, I'm reading Sam Quinones' new book, The Least of Us. It's sort of like the sequel to Dreamland. It's about the fentanyl. Jonathan Richman helped put it together. The funny thing about Jonathan Richman is that, like, he's just this weird, obsessed, perhaps spectrum-y kid that was just annoying, and then he became what he became. I guess I'll just maybe do some stories and take this shit in. I gotta come back down here and do a call. Mike from Ship John, you're here? I'm at the Andy Warhol Museum, and I should be wearing my maroon Ship John corduroy hat, but I don't have it because I don't think I got one. I brought my 2 Ship John shirts that I wear on stage almost exclusively right now. The denim one and the sort of overall fabric, whatever you call that. What are my thoughts on dyeing my hair? It's funny, I talk about that on stage. If you want to ask questions about who's been on the show, WTFpod.com/podcast. Buster and Sammy are good. I've got 2 people on the cat situation. I FaceTimed with the cats yesterday through Kit. And I wear Filson rust-colored pants with a broken zipper. Hat should be at my place. Thank God. Thanks, buddy. You know, and the weird thing is like I could afford to buy your stuff, and I have in my life, but it goes so quickly. I can't stay on top of it, and I truly appreciate you contributing to my clothing fix. Because I don't wear that much shit. But I definitely have been wearing, like I take those 2 shirts with me. They are the shirts for this tour, unless it's too hot. I'm a little concerned about the Carnegie Music Hall. I don't love the hotel I'm at. Like, I went to this neighborhood here in Pittsburgh last night that was great. And there's a hotel there. I just don't know the cool hotel sometimes, but I think it's called the Trip Hotel. I don't know what that neighborhood is called, but there's a whole strip there where I ate the other night and where the theater was. I saw Persepolis last night, and it was good. It's a little hot to wear the Keith beanie. I don't even know if I'm going to go to Jerry's. Lawrenceville, yeah. It's great up there. Like, I could so see living here, but like, I mean, because it definitely feels like all these cities, even Tulsa, like the people, young people coming back and sort of young people putting money into them seems to be really turning some of them around. And also the drought that's coming to the West Coast and the fires, it's going to drive all this out. I got to figure out where the fuck to live. I'm not interested at all in Arcade Fire in any way, new or old. I'm gonna shave all this shit off when I get home. I've had it with it. I would never move back to Boston. Something weird about Boston. Something off. I lived there forever. Yeah, Minnesota would be alright. It's kind of pretty cold though. I mean, that's the trade-off, man. I don't know anything about Brendan Schaub doing anything other than being Brendan Schaub. I'm not going to dye my hair. I'm just going to cut it off. I might hit the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The guy invited me, said he'd take me back even. I do feel a little driven. Well, I mean, I thought about New Mexico, but New Mexico's on fire right now. The orange sky thing is a real drag, you guys. The sort of low air quality and orange sky thing is fucking brutal. But I have been thinking a little bit about New York, even New York City. Yeah, I've been looking at houses in Cerrillos and Madrid, and there, there's some I could get, but it's like I gotta go there, and then you really think about like, all right, so your main city is Santa Fe, or your main city is Albuquerque. I don't know. I don't think there's many tickets left in Cleveland. No. I never would dye my hair. Shut up, everybody. I do a whole bit about men dyeing their hair right now. It's kind of funny. I live in LA now. I'm all jammed now. What time is it? 12:04. Greece. Yeah, Ireland would be fine, but that's really sort of like, that really depends on how fast the fascism comes down. Ireland would be like my refugee plan. All right, I'm gonna go do this. Ow, shit. Okay, you guys, relax. I'm gonna go look at the Warhol stuff. My head looks way old. It looks furry and gray old. Yeah, all right. Too close? Buddha face.